Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Sports TV. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody, man. It's Flight Sports TV. Salute to all y'all, man. We back with another one. We got a lot of things to break down today, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we are patiently awaiting the loser, of this game. I thought it would be Orlando, but this game is going back and forth. Right now, Philadelphia is up by 8. But the game is far from over. 6:24 remaining. Tyrese is heating up. We're going to be keeping eyes and ears on the situation. We are going to be discussing a lot of things was going on with Lamelo Ball today. A lot of things has came out. Lamelo is the talk of the town. His name is all in the airways right now. Everybody is discussing Lamelo. They should have always been discussing Lamelo, but I mean, for whatever reason, it is what it is. Lamelo is being accused, and Lonzo has come out. LeVar has come out. Nick Wright has said some things. He called Lamelo Ball a clown. People are upset about that. I think that was a little bit extreme. The NBA examined the call. I'm going to get a breakdown of things. We've had about 24 hours to cool the jets and really analyze things. And like I said, we're going to be up in our game here at Flight Sports. Listen, LaMelo Ball, whether you want to say it was, whatever it is, Bam Adebayo was taken out of the game and he did not return. That was their best player. That's the bottom line. So the NBA did not do anything about it. The ruling has come out. Melo won't be suspended. There won't even be no fines, it looks like. We're going to break this down and numerous other things. And obviously the performance, what to expect. Like I said, we got a matchup we're going to break down potentially. All roads lead to this Friday. We're going to get all into it. Listen, man, we got my man All Access, Dex. Listen, the legendary. What's the deal, Dex? It's Flight Sports TV. You see what's going on. Melo is the talk of the town. What the hell is going on, man? Give us your thoughts.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets. Shout out to the panel as it reaches its premium peak. Shout out to the chat and all of its cacophony spewing out of the cracks and crevices of Flight Sports Block. And big ups to everyone pulling up the Flight Sports TV for the first time or for the many times, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. It's like, man, that was a great introduction. The monologue was right on time. We appreciate you here at Flight Sports TV, giving us an opportunity to integrate with your platform and allowing us to share and elaborate our voices from within according to what we have observed in the sports world and the world in general. Big ups to you, Flight, for allowing such an open platform to be exercised on a night in and night out basis. I'm appalled at a lot of these pundits, purists, commentators, analysts, and even sidewalk basketball fans because that was something that was done in the moment. They went in retrograde. Oh, oh my God! Let me calm down. They went and found in the archives where Lamelo Ball had done something of this before, and it included Bam Adebayo, something similar. But Flight, I mean, come on, Flight. We know what's really going on, right? According to what I have observed from 2020 to 2026 relating to LaMelo Ball and everything in this circumference, Flight, these people who are exfoliating and disparaging the mellow ball with talking points are the people that currently have their teams in their purview. And now here comes LaMelo Ball, right? He is doing something that they said he would never do because they thought he was just silly, goofy, weak, feminine, too finesse, didn't really care much about it. Come from the riches. He's real rich in the league and things of that nature. Lonzo little brother, so he doesn't have to worry about anything. LeVar's son, he don't have to worry about anything. If he making a basketball, cool. If he don't, cool. He's still gonna, not starve. So these silly putties, that's what I'm gonna call them. These silly putties are very concerned and disappointed that LaMelo Ball not only has he resurfaced, but he has taken over the.
We got breaking news. We got breaking news. We got breaking news. Might have spoke a little too soon on that fine and that ruling. It just came out 11 minutes ago. The NBA has just came out. The NBA is fining Charlotte Hornets LaMelo Ball $35,000 for his trip of Miami Bam Adebayo and upgrading the action to a flagrant 2, plus fining him $25,000 for cursing post game. Sources tell ESPN. $60K in fines, a flagrant no suspension for LaMelo Ball. So this is just in. We're gonna get into this real quick. Listen, we got the legendary Pope B Frank in the house. Pope, what's the deal? It's Flight Sports. Before we get into it, man, what's your thoughts on this breaking news that just came out 11 minutes ago? The ruling has come down. Talk to us.
Appreciate you having me, Flight. First things first, 60K. That'll hit your pockets, man. That's big. That's big money. And yeah, I would say to the find of LaMelo cussing during post game, he definitely need to start growing up. When it comes to that, like handle yourself, act like you know where you at. You're not on the block. You're not even from the block. Like stop it. I really wish he'd stop that type stuff and act like a real professional. And secondly, on that trip with Bam Adebayo, uh, I mean, I call it inadvertently. It was, his hand was already there. Adebayo just is like, yo, I got to move my hand for you. This big nigga step on it. And he just so happened to catch him. That's how I looked at it. So, no big deal there. I think they shouldn't even find him for that. But with the cussing and stuff, yeah, he gotta tighten up with that as far as that goes.
Yeah, definitely. Dex, let's get into it, man. All access, man. What's your thoughts on what the hell just happened, man? The ruling has come down. is breaking news in the NBA right now. Lamelo Ball has been fined 30,000 for tripping him. 30,000 for cursing in that post game. That what the hell? What's going on? Talk to us.
Well, I'm bleeding right now because
I know you're
I'm
mad.
no, I'm not angry at all. I'm bleeding. I'm somewhat smiling because to me that's kind of a slap on the wrist from what most of the media talking heads had made this such an egregious act that this is not the place for basketball and things of that nature, and he should be suspended. They was crying crocodile tears against LaMelo. So for the NBA to do what they just did, it shows me that the NBA is accepting LaMelo basically as he is, and they're going to try to, talk to his handlers and hopefully get him in a more mature state, like the Pope was saying, to be more marketable. But we've been saying this: the NBA needs LaMelo. LaMelo do not need the NBA. His clothes are just going off the rack. You follow what I'm saying? His shoe. Just everything about he's just a walking billboard. And the branding wars that LaMelo has engaged himself in with his shoe brand and clothing brand is just out of control right now. And so the NBA wants to carouse that and bring it within their circumference so they can, put their hands on it a little bit. So, I'm glad that the NBA did not do more than it could have. And now they're going to cry that the NBA was too light on LaMelo, and it's a slap on the wrist. Hope said $60,000 is a lot of money. Yeah, to me and you, but to him, that's probably 4 rims on his car and probably a sound system.
Talk that.
So, hey, to me, I'm glad. I'm happy. It's over with. Justice has been served. Let's move on.
Dex, any rebuttal? Pope, any rebuttal to that?
Yeah, actually, when Dex just said, wait, he said something of the sense of that the NBA don't need LaMelo, no, LaMelo don't need the NBA. Like, come on, Dex, you tripping? He
No,
definitely
this
needs
is
the
what I'm saying. I'm
NBA.
talking
Don't
about
need
for us
LaMelo.
branding. No, I'm talking about for us branding and promoting himself. That's what I'm talking about. Not as the whole entity, because these are billionaires. Yeah.
Right. It's great that they didn't suspend him, and what I'm feeling like they understand that he is going to be good promotion for this next game. If you suspend him now, that'll be crazy. Ratings dropping, and so on and so forth. So yeah, agreed.
I don't think that was even in the purview for the NBA punishment committee to suspend LaMelo or any player of that ilk who done something egregious as that, because, like I said, it was like a boom bam type of play. It wasn't like it was totally meditated. You follow what I'm saying? And this is why LaMelo Ball, in his apology, which was great, and that probably simmered down some of the punishment when he came out and apologized immediately in the post game presser, because it was a boom bam play. It wasn't like it was, he waited for a minute and then he done it like it was premeditated. No, it was just part of the act, and his anger got the best of him, and that's what it was.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Talk to us.
How do y'all feel about LaMelo constantly cussing during post game interviews?
Like I said, in my humble opinion, I think that he got to tone it down. In my humble opinion, you got kids looking up to you, but there is a thing about authenticity, and this is Melo. As Melo is rising the ranks, he may have to. Not even gonna say may have to. Usually players in his field, he kind of conforms to the politics a little bit of the NBA. Anthony Edwards does a little bit of it to a certain extent. Melo is, you see, is on another level, but Edwards do it a little. He has the same kind of vibe as well.
Yeah.
So clearly, these guys are going to be authentic. Melo, he it is what it is. People want to say
You
he's not.
think that's
God,
you,
I'm sorry.
no, my bad. My bad. You think that's authenticity, or you think that's an act? Because I think it's an act.
Well, listen, is he out there promoting, gangster stuff and stuff like? No, is he
Well,
job?
he talked like one though.
I,
He
I,
looked like one. He talked like one just from being tatted up from neck down. Like he was taught something different. We know that for a fact. Like LeVar Ball didn't want them dudes to be tatted up at all. And so the fact that because he know what that represents, because LeVar Ball understood what that shit means, and it's kind of stupid, right? And so, but yet they chose to do it. They grown. They can do what they want to do. But at the same time, you coming off as something that you really not, and that Tina and LeVar worked hard for them not to even have to go through them type of struggles to even try to portray themselves in that light. And I don't feel Lonzo do it. Jello do it now since he a rapper, and that's got to be part of his brand because when you're a rapper and you're a black rapper, you got to talk some hood shit at times to get people to really want to buy with you. But for LaMelo Ball, he a basketball star. And I'm like, yo, you got all these kids looking up to you, teenagers and whatnot, and you don't even come from that type of place. You don't come from that place. Chino Hills is a very, very, very nice place to come from. We seen their house that he grew up in. Them boys was driving Benzes in high school. So it's like, yo, act like you got some decorum about yourself, some professionalism about yourself, because we seen how your father and your mother raised you to have that. Like you like his mama was a teacher. His daddy don't have a tattoo on him. Even LeVar Ball, he'll cuss off camera and shit like that. He'll chop it up with you in a certain different way because he actually from that culture of gang culture and shit like that in South Central. But when he get on them cameras, he know how to still be polarizing without the cussing and nonsense. You feel what I'm saying? So he didn't come from that. So I don't feel like it's authentic at all. I feel like it's bullshit.
No, Dex, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, Hope definitely comes from that environment, so he can recognize BS. He can sniff it out like a groundhog. But it's twofold. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you don't come from the slums, don't mean that you can't be a scumbag. You follow what I'm saying? You can't be an asshole, a dickhead. If you don't come from the slums, everybody come from the slums is not bums. Some people come from the slums very well off, very educated, uh, very decorated, full of accolades, and have etiquette. They do the daily basis. They come from some of the worst slums. And some people come from, high-end areas, and there's some trash bags. You follow what I'm saying? And let me give you an example right here. This is why I say it's two. Pasadena, my home city, born and raised, Pasadena, California, was the first city in Southern California known as Millionaire Row. Okay, this is historic. That's why we have the Rose Parade and all this type of stuff. And it goes through Millionaire Row. Now, in Pasadena, the average medium income to home affordability is about $700,000, maybe more now. For what I'm saying, you got houses, you got lots. Pasadena burnt down, portion of it burnt down. You got lots in Pasadena that's worth not the house, just the lot, because the house burned down. Just the lot itself is worth $1.8 million. No house. What I'm saying? And Pasadena is the largest blood gang in America. Pasadena, Pennsylvania. The largest. You see what I'm saying? The most concentrated bloods in a city is Pasadena. Not Los Angeles, not Watts, not Compton, not the Bronx. Pasadena, California, largest blood gang in America. And these, not all, but most of these people come from affluent backgrounds. It wasn't bums. A lot of these kids went to private school and they want to go out and game bang. So is that authenticity? Is that BSing? You follow what I'm saying? I mean, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay, yeah, because I definitely got a rebuttal to this.
So is that BSing? Is that authentic? I don't know.
This Cali talk.
I always thought that why the hell are these people game banging? Their mama got a college fund set up for them for a 4-year tuition. Why the hell they out there in the streets game banging? Somebody might say that about me, right? I grew up in a 2-parent home. Why Dexter out there selling drugs? And why is he taking his drugs from state to state? What is he doing? He's after school going to school.
Well, Dex ain't, wait a minute. Dex ain't selling drugs, ladies and gentlemen.
Not now. No, not now. That was in the past. Yeah, that was in the past. I was young. You know, I was in my 20s. I was young. Yeah. But anyway, I understood what I was doing was detrimental. So I transitioned out of that. But what my point is this, though. Some people might have looked at me and like, he's a fool. And which I was. When you look at South Central, the biggest, largest concentration of Crips, right, is the 60s. The Rolling 60 Crips. They used to call them the infamous Rolling 60 Crips, right? And that's because, listen to what I'm trying to explain to you. And that's because they used to do some infamous type of stuff. They actually went and robbed an armory, artillery that was going and being distributed to military bases. Who does that? And most of the 60s, do you know most of the 60s are well off? They live in affluent homes like Baldwin Hills, that's the 60s. Ladera Heights, the 60s. You know what I'm saying? The Overhead, that's the 60s. And then if you come down a little bit, you go almost into Inglewood. Those parts, that's the 60s.
Okay. Let me rebuttal, please. Let me rebuttal because I'm finna kill all of that noise. See, Pasadena, even though it's Pasadena, is that not LA culture? Is Pasadena a part of Los Angeles? Is Pasadena part of Los Angeles County?
Yes.
Okay. That's gangbang culture. That's the land of gangbanging. So you're a part of it. Just like there is no poverty in Los Angeles. Everywhere is expensive. And damn near all, especially on the west side, you go to the east side, that's the only where the projects really was.
That's right.
Yeah, okay, so we didn't grow up in poverty. We grew up in a culture that was just like that. So that's why Pasadena has its history along with South Central from 60s to 30s to so on and so forth. But when you're talking Chino Hills, that's Inland Empire. That's nothing like LA culture. So when you're trying to say what you're saying, it's really not the same. And for the listeners, they don't really know that. But me and you, we know that. IE is nothing like LA. So even though it's 1 hour apart, 45 minutes, depending on how you drive, Chino Hills, especially Chino. Now, if you want to talk about San Bernardino might have some little activity to where it's in that, you know what I mean? Okay. But Chino does not, right? So,
exactly.
So for him to grow up with two parents that kept them out of LA culture, except for when they go visit Gramps and Grandma, it's a certain decorum. Like it's a time and place for everything. Who'll be authentically yourself off the court with your homies, with your family, with your bros? That's it. That's expected. But when you on that platform that's paying you millions of dollars, generational wealth, and you got millions upon millions of kids looking up to you. It's a time and place for everything, homie. Like, you're not gonna go into the courtroom and talk to the judge no any kind of way. Like, yeah, that fucking shit was kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Just because you authentically yourself. That's bullshit. That's a pass that we give niggas, and we shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I want to hold him to a higher standard. He not a little kid no more. It was cute when he was a kid, 19. Yeah, he a kid. He can get away with it. Now he got a son. He got a wife, basically. He got his own family, and he didn't even grow up that way. So knock off the nonsense is all I'm saying.
We got breaking news.
I agree.
Hold
I
on,
agree.
we got breaking news. The Charlotte Hornets will take on the Orlando Magic this Friday, ladies and gentlemen. The Philadelphia 76ers have advanced. They will take on the Boston Celtics. We're gonna get matchups for both of them series in a second. We're gonna get the Big Al, but we got the legendary Coffee to the World in the building. Now, Coffee, I know you're in here for a reason. Coffee, talk to us, man. You hear the politics in the world. Melo is the talk of the town. What's your thoughts on this conversation we got going on over here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports, the panel, the entire panel. It's always engaging. It's always delightful when you brothers on the panel. And we had great dialogue back and forth. Respectfully, we agree to disagree. And it's all good. Just to touch on a couple of points, Pasadena is so political because they're going to burn up the whole Pasadena. Anytime you burn up the whole Pasadena, you know what that's about. That's to hide the records and everything else they was doing down there in Pasadena, digging and some game banging. That's mafia stuff. You can't burn, there's always a fire in LA. They set those fires and they burn up the whole Pasadena, so the records can't be found for them upper guys that's really doing that $1 billion trafficking and all the other shit they be doing down there. As far as Melo and authenticity, we know not just the Ball family, they don't even listen to their parents. Unfortunately, you got the greatest parents in Tina and LeVar, but it's just not just Tina and LeVar. You're gonna do what they're gonna do. You could be the best father, the best mother, and do everything right. When they hit 18, they're influenced by their friends and associations, and now social media. They're gonna do what they want to do because had they listened to their father, LeVar, and signed with Big Baller Brand instead of the Puma, they'd be billionaires right now. Because Lamelo's a walking billboard. In terms of authenticity, he is authentic. He's very authentic. The whole Ball family is authentic. That's not our language when we speak the language today. They try to put a bottle cap on what we do as the culture. But we could really speak the way we really want to speak with all the shit that didn't happen to us. Man, look, he really toned it down because the NBA is an entity. And yes, churches do look up to him. So I get to poke that. You got to, work with a speech pathologist and work on your marketing in terms of speaking because churches look up to you and you plan on their form. But on some real business, he ain't did nothing wrong. That's just in emotions. He hyped. They won a game by 1 point. Man, emotions is flowing. You say anything. It's like that. And they've been knocking him down, knocking his father down, knocking the brothers down, talking all this SHIT, dog. So, man, look, you got to have fun with that. As far as Bam Adebayo falling, that's inadvertently. That he ain't do that. Melo ain't even known for that. He ain't no dirty player. But the people that's against the whole entire Ball family going to talk slick, going to talk the way they've been talking for years. So I love the way Melo is carrying himself. I love what he's doing. And this maturation has reached another level. It's just unfortunate. People always want more. You got to speak better. He got to do this better. He got to dress better. He can't have no tattoos. He can't have tattoos. He can have all that. In Africa, we wear bones and this, that, and other. You can have all that. We can't stereotype. We can't live by how they want us to live. It's when you get it, you finesse the system and you get it, then you got to go out there and spread some real truth and show people who we are as a culture. And when you curse, that don't mean he's doing nothing negative. That just means he's expressing himself, which is a great way. We ain't got to always talk this talk that's not our language anyway in this country. This is not even our language. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up on all the flip. Let's keep it real, 100.
Hey, and the only thing I'll say to that, shout out to you, Coffee to the World, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you giving some good feedback. But what I would say to that is, it's like even though I came from like where Dex came from in that game banging culture and things of that nature, I always knew how to articulate myself when it was time to do so. So when it was time to put on your best self, you know how to do so. And I'm sure you did too. I can tell by how you carry yourself, how you talk. that you always knew, depending on what room you was in, you knew how to play the room. And so I'm sure LaMelo Ball has been taught how to play the room too, because I've seen interviews where he actually buttons it up and he just talk about what it is. Like I've seen those. Actually, I seen one today. So when he talking to Ashley, the reporter that used to do the after game interviews, he talked to her way differently than he talked to the to the other ones. And it's like with certain people, you're gonna talk the certain way. Like you go around your parents. Even to this day, I got too much respect for my moms and my aunties and them to be around them cussing and carrying on like I would with my partners and my brothers and cousins. So it's the same thing, bro. It's like, yeah, you can be authentically yourself. That's not saying you being different for nobody else, but it's a time and place. And that ain't the time, you know what I mean? It's time for you to be professional. You on your job. So handle your job properly, like a grown man, because now he a grown man now. You got a son of your own. That's what I'm saying.
Right, I agree with that, Pope. But remember that Ball in the Family program when they was at the car dealership and LaMelo just went crazy talking about this, that, and other. And the father said, "You can't talk like that, son. You can't do that. You can't do that, son." And check LaMelo right there. Let's agree that LaMelo came a long way. It ain't just that easy to just flip your script and be what these white people want you to do and tone it down. We done went through so much. You know this in basketball, as you do your workouts and trials, some people can't do a left-hand layup. Now, to some, a left-hand layup is very easy. To others, it's very difficult. But let's give credit to the one that's that came along that didn't have no left hand at first. Now he or she got a left hand that's looking a lot better than what they did previous. It gets better and better with his articulation as he keep growing. But like I said, man, he came a long ways. We got to get that credit up, man. We can't be looking at and depicting every minor look, detail. Oh, the Miller don't do this, or he'll do that. You should be acting like this, because that's how they want us to act. No, we can't act like them. That ain't us. That ain't us. That ain't our rhythm. You know that. Come on, Pope.
Nah, but
let me say this real quick. Let me interfere real quick. Like I said, what Nick just said, LeVar had him cussing when there was kids in the car, and he emphasized that when he said his parents wanted to drive with him to the game and things of that nature. He had him listen to DMX using every word that DMX was saying and things of that nature, and he let him use profanity. And his parents said, "What are you doing? Why are you letting them kids talk like that?" And he said that was the last time his parents rode in the car with him and this kid to the game. So that was instilled in him even as a youth or toddler or whatever, because how old he was at the time when LeVar was talking about that episode. And then you had, like Coffee said, LaMelo at that dealership when he talked about BB, big booty. And LeVar told him, "No, man, you can't be doing that on camera, man. This is not the time for this right now." That's all I'm saying. So, like I said, it's a thin layer of cake right there. And hey, it's just hey, how he wanted to pursue it, it's up to him. It's his money, it's his career, it's his legacy. It's whatever.
But see, that's the thing though. See, in our day, and I hate to sound like an old head, but I don't, because in our day, like we was always taught to present your best self, yo, and it's like, it's excused. We keep excusing the shit. See, Michael Jordan was able to be authentically himself and all of that good stuff, but he was professional about it. And everybody goes about this shit professionally when you come to this level. When you hear all that other nonsense, it goes out the door when you're on this stage. You definitely have to perform in a certain fashion. And that goes for everybody. That's not just for Black people, Mexican people. That goes for everybody. If you act unruly, that shit gonna rub off the wrong way, and you're gonna be setting the wrong
It's called PC.
So point blank period.
Can I say something?
Sure.
All right.
Let's go, Big Al.
Yeah. So, thanks, Flight, for letting me up. What's going on, Coffee? What's going on, Paul? What's going on, Dex? So, I feel what y'all saying for the most part, but let's be honest. Most of us, all the cats that's in the NBA, most of them came from the hood in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I mean, can we agree on that?
I can agree.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, most of them from lower income. Yeah.
Right. Most of them from the hood. That's what I was saying, Paul. Most guys in the NBA are from the hood. I was saying.
I don't know about that. Okay.
All right, Paul. Okay, no problem. So my point is, I mean, I'm not worried about, how he carries himself. Well, I am kind of, because it seems like it leaks onto the court. Because, I mean, I guess flights don't get to talking about the end of the game and how things panned out. Luckily, he did hit the winning shot, but he did the same old bullshit where he's making mistakes at the end of the game that can cost the game. He does that. He does that quite a bit from what I've noticed. I've been watching him since he's been in the league because when the Hornets were bad, he was doing that shit. But he still has that issue. But now, hold on, let me finish. I know you don't like what I'm saying, Coffee. I get it. I'm not a California cat. I don't give a damn. So give me a second.
Neither is he. He's not a California cat.
Okay, all right. Okay,
so that don't mean nothing.
All right, but my point is, Melo is good. He has to fucking mature. I mean, let's come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
The shit he does at the end of the game, where he just turns the ball over and he just doesn't have the wherewithal to not foul the damn nigga after he turns the ball over. God damn it. Can we improve on these things? You have an opportunity to make. Well, he actually made history last night. You know that, right? The most missed 3-pointers in the fucking playoff game. I mean, come on, guys. This shit has to stop.
Yeah, nobody remembers that though. They remember the game when.
Hey, Al. Hey, so unfortunately, Lamelo could not have said nothing, had no turnovers, won the game, and they still would have found something to say. So when you say he's good, I got to debunk that he's great. Because everything you say he do and turn over this, that, can't nobody stop him. He gets to the hole at will. Last night, he actually had a bad shooting game and still dropped 30. Still dropped 30. So when you say, when you say all this and all that, and he got to stop turning on, man, I done saw so many players, including Michael Jordan, do some things, and I just shook my head and said, now, why you take that damn shot? But why you do this? And here, Michael take the same shot again, so did Kobe. These are your legendary players, not comparing and contrast Lamelo with Michael Jordan. But when you got that what you call that it, and you care about no turnovers. Kobe told you, I'm gonna shoot it again. I'm gonna take the biggest shots. I don't care. I'm gonna hit the shot that count. And that's what he do. He got that. And you can't change that in nobody, bro. He different. He ain't like the way you see everybody else. And it ain't no street ball and this game ain't relating for the street. No, dog. When you playing in the NBA, the highest level, and he can't be stopped, he's playing basketball. Everybody different. Like Pete Maravich, different. Nate Archibald, different. And he's different. So we just can't label him and say, he's a street cat. We playing street ball. He's playing basketball. It's authentic, and you can't stop it. It's different. It's different the way Dr. J jumped from the free throw line and the way Michael Jordan jumped from the free throw line. It's different. Everything's different. So let's give credit to the ones that's evaluating and that's just reaching another level. Because it's evolution when we still with Melo. It's evolution, and he's still a walking billboard. He can do everything right, and they still gonna find something wrong about him, Al. He can do everything right. Now, who's to say if what's that Bam Adebayo stay in the game, Miami probably get blew out because the other guys wouldn't have kept it so close. You never know. He would have been taking shots, taking up other situations. It would have been bad for Miami. So what it happened has supposed to happen. That's how the universe do it. And by the way, I'm not Pasadena, Al. I'm Chicago, home of Larry Hoover and everything else. And it's a Farrakhan. Stop playing. Come on, Al.
Yeah, I don't think everybody from California agrees.
Go ahead, let Al because Al, is you gonna get him or do I gotta get him?
That's what I'm saying.
Do I got it? Because what Al was saying, he wasn't saying he shouldn't have took as many shots as he took. He was saying he kind of fell short at the end of the game. He actually during the fourth quarter he looked more timid to take those shots that he was taking. He didn't look confident in those shots. And that turnover, it was a silly ass turnover. He seen a double team coming, and with patience, he just threw the motherfucker over there. He could have found an open man, which I would expect he usually would do. But it's like that fourth quarter. I gotta agree, bro. It's time to mature in them situations. It seemed like
wait, stop right there.
he got a little taste.
Hold up, back there. Hold up. Let me get him. Let me get him.
I don't usually agree with Al, but I gotta agree with Al.
Because I'm gonna chew him up. I'm gonna chew him up for real.
Hold on, just go
ahead, Access. Go ahead. I got you.
Hey, let me talk, man. Come on.
You the coach. No, stop, Al. Stop, man. I'm just trying to instigate. Pope,
Let Al respond.
No. This is you, Pope. You the coach, right?
Yes, sir.
And you saw how that play unfolded. What did you see wrong in that play?
What did I see wrong?
He would have.
You talking about when he turned it over?
Yeah, when he turned it over. Yes.
Oh, well, what I seen wrong is he threw it to the wrong person. What do you mean? What didn't you not see wrong?
That was it.
He threw it to
That was it.
Of course. Look, he seen the double. Look, he's seen the double team coming, and usually Lamelo Ball, because like I said, this not even his norm. He wouldn't turn that over in normal cases. Game out on the line, so on and so forth. Lamelo gonna throw it to the open motherfucker. If it's two coming on you, somebody open. He threw it to the nigga who wasn't open in fault of panic.
Okay, you ready for this?
Miami credit. I gotta give Miami credit for that one.
Yeah. I give Miami credit too. All right. So we take credit for Miami. But look, Pope, hold on. I'm gonna let you get out after this. Hey, Pope. So yeah, I agree with this. I gotta give Miami credit too, because we ain't crediting that defense with two. But remember, and I know you remember this, Pope. Remember Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James and your boy Smith, and he asked for that ball, then they shot in the wrong basket. That shit that Smith was doing, LeBron, like, damn, why you do that?
I remember.
Come on, dog, what's up? Now, how long has Smith played in the league? Prior to that.
Yeah, but what? So we comparing Lamelo to Smith?
Yeah, well, hold on. I'm just saying mistakes. Look. Mistakes. Look, hold up. Pope, listen, Pope. Mistakes and situational. Look, Pope. Situational shit gonna happen, and that's all a part of everybody's maturation. Even LeBron James and Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
LeBron James.
Wait, Pope.
He would have got smashed for that.
I'm about to give it to you, Pope. I'm about to give it to you. I'm about to give it to you.
For it.
Pope, look. You remember Kobe Bryant when he first came in the league? The first 3 years, he shot them air balls with Utah,
and he got smashed for it.
Yeah, that's okay. But look how he turned out. Look at the end result.
Exactly. So maturation.
So maturation happened. I don't give a fuck about getting smashed. I love the maturation. I love that they take the shot because you keep on getting better time after time, year after year.
I
take that. I take those air balls. I take those situations. Because at the end result, at the end result, how long? Look, I bet you can't stop it. Look, you can't stop it. And can't nobody else stop it. So stop. He's maturing. He's got a lot better from year 1 to year 6, and he's gonna keep on getting better.
Like you said, hold on. See, this is the thing, Coffee. Hold on, I'm gonna let because Al, I want you to cook. But this is the thing. Even Lamelo know he fucked up. He said it himself. That's why he got fined $30,000 for saying, "Yeah, I fucked up right there. Yep. I knew I had to get our team a buck."
That's maturity. That's maturity.
Okay,
that's in the game. Hey,
so it ain't nothing for Al to be saying he fucked up because he did. And it's time for him to mature to where we don't want to hear my bads. See, listen, when
I heard Kobe Bryant curse. I heard Kobe Bryant curse.
When you coaching, you didn't coach before too. You didn't train people. It's so many times. Hold on, Coffee. It's so many my bads you want to hear, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, my bad ain't motherfucking cut.
Well, he can say my bag because he got the bag for real. He can say my bag. You can't say my bag because you ain't got the bag. He can say my bag because he got the bag for real.
Not even that.
He got bag, and that's like money. That's like money. There ain't no money.
Reason here.
That's like
out here. So let me be the voice of reason real quick.
Man, let Al cook, man.
Al can't cook no pancakes.
Listen, Al can't cook a bowl of eggs. Listen, we're gonna let Big Al cook. We gotta break down these matchups.
Al burn mini rice.
Go ahead, Big Al.
Coffee is man. Hey, Coffee.
Go ahead, Al.
But okay,
you can't, dog. You'll win. You'll lose. I promise you'll lose. I got too much.
Coffee to the world. Hey, listen. So Melo, he been in the league 6 years. He's still doing that same bullshit, man.
That's
You ain't making no sense, dog. You ain't making no sense. Pope, I thought you said he was gonna cook, Pope. He ain't making no sense.
Yeah. How you gonna cook and the gas ain't on? He ain't paying his gas bill.
At the end of the day, you dyslexic nigga. Please let me talk. Dex.
I know you about ready to it, bro.
You outside.
Pope, I thought you was cooking, Pope. Hey, Pope, is he cooking, Pope? Pope, is he cooking?
Nah, he ain't cooking, man. This nigga. Come on, Al. Nigga pass you the mic for you to say some shit. But cook up, Al. Cook, Al.
Yo, Jack off the alley-oop.
Let him cook.
Off the alley-oop. He airball the alley-oop.
All right, so listen. LaMelo has issues.
Get him, Pope. Get him.
At the end of the day, when
Get your man, dog.
This guy to stop fouling when the game is on the line, to stop doing silly turnovers when it's on the line. I mean, he's the leader of the team, man. Sometimes he look like the best player in the world, and sometimes he look like the worst. Can we get you to settle down and
I know players in the league. I know players in the league. I know superstars in the league that got 10 years in the league and still be messing up, dog, doing crazy shit I can't understand.
They do shit like that often, man.
But they do worse. They do worse. Al, they do worse.
Let me share this thing, because Big Al's not cooking. He's not cooking.
No, he's not cooking at all. I don't know what Pope talking about. Pope said let the man cook. Pope put your name on that man.
When you look at both of those plays, right? Nah, he ain't got no electricity. He ain't gonna use microwave. So listen, when you look at both of those plays, when LaMelo got blitzed, that's why I say I give Miami credit because they tricked him. I mean, you gotta give him credit. He got tricked up and got caught up in knot. So what happened was the Hornets were to Brandon Miller was a guy that was open that Pope said that Melo should have gave, but he was
man, get a new phone.
Get the chance of throwing the ball across the court like that to get an interception might be my reception. To get that ball intercepted. So with Zion James that,
are you on your Bluetooth?
He outside, Pope.
Yeah, but it could be my
reception. Are you on the road?
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm driving.
Okay, you drive. I must say, man, because for goddamn 6 years, man, you been sounding like you under the water every time.
Just bear with me for a minute. Just bear with me for a minute. I apologize, but bear with me for a minute.
We bear with Big Al with that crazy he said. I know we bear with my man.
Yeah.
Every time this shit Big Al was saying, shit, Pope set you up, gave you the assist, and you fumbled.
Let me finish real quick. So what happened was this is why I said, Pope, you're a coach. You know that the Hornets wasn't lined up properly. They wasn't prepared for that. That was a dilapidation on the Hornets offense because they knew that Miami was in desperation mode. And they should have went out a little more prepared for that. But they were too spread out. And Miami saw that, blitzed him real quick. LaMelo got called up, tried to get it to Zion James, because Zion James recognized what was going on. But when he came back for the ball, Larson came at the angle. You saw him come at the angle, and that's how he intercepted. Melo thought he could get it to him, couldn't get it to him. Mistake, LaMelo. Okay, cool. Then on that 3-point play from Tyler Hero, LaMelo actually blocked the ball, but he went through, and they called the foul, but they didn't review it. But if they would have reviewed that was not a foul. He actually blocked that ball.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
LaMelo was upset at himself because he said, damn, I should have really reacted to it. I should have kind of just, went a little less aggressive. So I wouldn't even put my team in harm's way. If he hit the shot, he hit the shot. That's what LaMelo was a little distraught and upset about because he went at that shot aggressively because he turned the ball over. You follow what I'm saying? So he tried to make something happen. And it just went against him. But he went to that sideline. And this is what you guys not really recognize. I'm talking about those who's criticizing him for those two goofy plays. He went to that sideline. He promised his team that he was going to win this game. He said, give me the effing ball. I'm going to win the game. My bad. And he went out and done that. So that's what you call resilience. And that's what you call taking accountability of his mistakes and then turning around and winning the game, and none of the teammates is looking at the mistakes. All they was just so happy and satisfied that they finally got out of the play-in situation. And everybody was just hugging each other. It was a lot of love. So I don't know where all this deep criticism coming to Lamelo Ball after he redeemed himself by making that layup. And remember now, that was an effort play. He didn't shoot a three. He went and drove that ball through the bucket. He fought through the contact that Jaime Jaquez had gave him with the body bump, and he went and made that layup. It should have been an and one, but it wasn't called. And Lamelo made the layup, and the rest is history.
That's right, Dex. And let's not, I don't know why people don't want to say what's really going on with the whole entire entity of the NBA, and that the referee don't even call fouls. If they call fouls, Lamelo at the strategy strike 10 times from the first quarter all the way to the fourth. They didn't call no fouls. Lamelo, he was getting knocked. I mean, when I say damn near stole on, he getting knocked around in the face. No foul. So I don't care if it's a superstar of the team and Al, you say, we keep doing these mistakes, you keep doing. Man, look, that happens to the best of them, whether it be Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and that's part of maturation. Everybody get better and better. 6 years ain't enough time. Look what he done accomplished in 6 years. You know how many players in the NBA? Who accomplished what he accomplished in 6 years? Exactly. So don't talk that dumb shit. Just say, man, look, I apologize for the Melo is the shit, and I don't want to be on part of that other line that's hating on that man and his family. Lamelo getting down, dog. He doing his thing, and they playing with house money. Think about it. Then nobody had them doing nothing. So Charlotte playing with house money, and if they go in that playoff and beat Orlando and keep on advancing, they ain't got shit to lose. And the way them motherfuckers shoot, everybody on the team can shoot. I'm talking about they got burners. I'm talking about it's crazy when you got down there 4 or 5 niggas got burners. They got burners. And they just so Melo and Knipple.
He got away with that shit.
Oh, I want
Give me say this, man. I ain't been able to talk.
I got want to fight.
Al, you cooking, Al? Hey, Al, you gonna cook? Hey, Al, you gonna cook? Al, you gonna cook?
Man,
you gonna cook, Al? Pope, your man gonna cook, Pope. Your man gonna cook.
Wait a second, man. I want to ask Pope a question because we were talking about burners for a second. I want to talk about my man Khan Knipple. Because I know Pope was high on this guy. We all high on Khan. He won a lot of us over. This guy was in the Rookie of the Year race all year. He had a hell of a season. This guy went ice cold, yesterday. He reminded me of J.R. Smith, when we thought the Knicks was going to go to the conference finals and face the Heat back in the days. He gave me J.R. Smith ice cold vibes, against Indiana years ago. I'm taking it way back. For all my basketball fans out there, y'all let me know if y'all let me know if y'all know where I'm going with this. He went icy. He went Julius Randle. You
ready for this flight?
Hold
on. You ready for this flight? You ready for this?
What?
Look. Larry Bird went ice cold. Stephon Curry went ice cold. Pat McAfee went ice cold. That motherfucker is a rookie and killing. That cock nipple black. That's one game. I feel sorry for all the rest of the game. I think gonna take it out on the next victim. Orlando. That big Knipple is black. He do what he do is all black shit, and he can shoot the dog shit out that ball. Everybody in the world went cold. That ain't nothing. One game. Now if you went cold for 4,
that's 4 boys.
3 or 4 games is different. One game ain't shit. Everybody in the NBA done went cold. Everybody.
You can shoot like that 8 games, my nigga.
Stop playing, dog. You ain't shoot like that no damn 8 games. See what? I don't know what you watching, Al. The man shoot like that no 8 games. You just want to make a joke. The man ain't going cold every game, dog. Stop.
Let him cook, Coffee. Let him cook.
What are you doing, though? I ain't cooking, Pope. I ain't cooking my line. That nigga say God,
not lying.
So
you say he went cold for 8 games?
One at a time, man.
Pope, you agreeing? Hey, Pope, you agree with him that he went cold for 8 games, Pope?
Is he gonna be doing that shit against the Pistons, my nigga? Is he gonna
it was 10. It was actually 10.
Okay, so he went cold for 10
games.
Okay, so y'all said he went cold for 10 games. Look, y'all hold up.
Not cold, struggle. He struggled.
Don't say cold. Look, y'all stop. Don't say cold. Just say the 3 ball wasn't falling. Just say the 3 ball wasn't falling. The man still was cooking. Just say the 3-ball wasn't falling. The man still going to the rack, going to the charity stripe, getting N1s. The 3-ball ain't falling right now.
What does it mean? But listen, this is what, like you said, you was right. He's a rookie, and they ain't never played this many games, especially this. And he played every game. He hasn't missed a game.
Yep.
He ain't been out all
And
season.
Summer League. And Summer League. Don't forget Summer
Right,
League.
Summer League he carried. So at this time he basically hitting his rookie wall to where his legs ain't there like that no more, and so his shot is off. And now, but the pressure is going up. So don't expect too much from Con Don.
No, I disagree with that. When you got drilling going, Pope, you know when you got drilling going. Look, Pope, when you got drilling going, your legs can go any. You could be boxing, and the first round your legs can go because you thought your game plan was working, and the man done change your shit up, and you like, oh shit, my legs feel rubbery right now. I got to get my shit back. So now you got to stick and move until you get your legs back. That's in anything you do. And that's all happened. That's the only thing happened to him. He getting all this shit back because they're in a new stage, dog. They're in the playoffs. All your friends calling, family calling, everybody blowing your shit up. And you feeling good? No, look, that's okay though. That's okay because nobody had them doing nothing. Nobody had them doing nothing. Nobody had Charlotte playing with house money. Do we understand that part?
Con gonna bounce back, Coffee? You saying Con gonna bounce back?
Look, do you absolutely? Do y'all understand that Charlotte playing with house money? Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Exactly. So now it's hard to stop the matchup. That's a hard ass match. That's a nightmare matchup. I'm talking about anybody playing them. Anybody play Charlotte. So when Cock and Nibbles come out next game and he snap for 25 or 30 points, come on, man, y'all got to go back and retract y'all shit and say, so you know what, that man a rookie. And Pope, you make a great point. You and Al, that man plays since Summer League and the whole 82 games. That's hard. That's tough.
He missed one game because he hurt his ankle.
Look, that's tough. I'm talking about that's still tough.
One game.
Look,
Okay,
I can't even say he missed one game because the Summer League, he played in the Summer League. So that's tough. Yeah. That's tough, dog. I mean, look how he built. That's tough. I'm talking about
Summer League, training camp. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, dog. That's tough. And then you're working out and you training, getting ready for this. Oh, yeah, that's tough, dog. The man is tough.
And he went to All-Star Weekend.
Hey, look.
All-Star Weekend?
Listen, y'all. None of that stuff means nothing. Now, wait a minute. I want to go back to Pope because that was kind of a hot take. I know y'all use that word a lot. Pope just said, don't expect nothing from Con Knipple for the rest of the season. That's what he just said.
I don't know. I disagree.
I disagree with that.
I disagree
with that shit. Al, you disagree, Al? Al, you disagree?
Yeah,
I was a hater. I only like Brandon Miller. That's it. He's a hater. He hates the Hornets.
Did you disagree with the Pope? Al, you disagree with the Pope?
What I'm saying to you is, listen.
Al, you scared to disagree with the Pope?
I ain't got nothing to do with me being scared of Pope.
Oh, that nigga scared of the Pope. Pope, you got to spook. Pope, you got to nigga spook, Pope.
And listen, Flight came to me. Can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead, Pope.
Don't expect Con to do like most superstars usually do, which he'll be a superstar one day in this league. But how they do in the playoffs, they up their game. They average more than what they did in the regular season, or they average just as much. Don't expect Con to give you 18 and plus in these playoffs if they make it to the playoffs because they're still in the play-in. But his and you got to expect it. He's a human. He's not superhuman. The man never played no 82. He played 82 games now going on plus. He never played that much in his life. And let alone on this type of a stage, to where it's night in, night out. And believe it or not, he the game changer of why the Hornets look the way they do. He is.
It ain't just him. He won the game change. He won.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Because let me explain.
Al, you hear him?
Because never did Lamelo have nobody around him show him how to go about this shit professionally until Con Don came and Zion James. When they got there and they brought that work ethic that they got, and them niggas seen how they took every rep, everything. I think they all got on another level. And Moose. I want to say and Moose too. When them three niggas right there, changed the way Bridges got down, Melo got down, Miller got down. Them niggas started practicing a different
Hey,
way.
Pope, you ready for this, Pope? Pope, you ready for this,
I
Pope?
don't
Hey,
know.
Pope.
Bridges.
Hey, Pope.
Hold on. Wait.
Hey, Pope, hold up. Hey, Pope, hold up. Hey, hold up.
Bridges.
Hey, Pope, I'm
Miles
just real quick. This is gonna be real quick, Nick.
Ball.
10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds. Hey, Pope, remember Michael Jordan had Doug Collins as a coach, and he was dropping 40 and 50, wasn't doing shit, but the Bulls wasn't advancing. But then Phil Jackson came in, and Mike whole game changed up with Tex Winter believing in that triangle, this, that, and other. That happens, dog. Get around people that's gonna do and bring out the best in you and change your game
Right.
up. You want
That's so
that. You
big
want
up.
that.
So what I'm telling you is Con and Don had a lot to do with that, and that's not a problem to
It's deck
acknowledge
time
that
too.
and say,
Pope, it ain't your time.
that's
It's deck time
correct.
too. That's on decks. Go ahead.
And also
that was for
now,
Dex.
after 82 games of him damn near being a part of carrying the team, being a second nigga with Melo of carrying his team all the way through, being the only one on the team that hasn't missed a game, you got to give him a whole lot of credit. And
And
you
I'm
can't
sure,
expect
Pope,
much.
if you ask Conker Nipple how Lamelo increased his game, he'll tell you how you helped this game. So they helping each other.
Man, Con and Don been the same nigga since he was little. Nigga, he was last year.
Stop. He wasn't doing all that. He was doing some of that stuff at Duke, not all that.
Been like this.
If you ask the man what how Lamelo helped this game, he'll tell you along with a lot of other stuff. So
of
stop
course,
it. Don't do that.
Because
I saw Con at Duke. I watched Con at Duke, and he was nice. He wasn't this nice.
He was super.
He was nice. He was okay. He was okay. He was okay. He wasn't this nice.
He was. No, I don't agree.
Dog.
No,
he was okay.
I watched every game of Duke.
That was Cooper Flag show, dog.
He impressed me every time he played.
Stop playing, dog. Come on, Pope. Now,
I didn't know who that man was. I was watching Duke because I love Duke and then Cooper Flag. And when I seen him, I was like, wow, this kid right here is a hell of a fly player. I came on flight earlier in the beginning and told them that he was the best pick in the draft.
You know what? I agree with you, Pope. I agree with you when you said that girl out of Indiana, she the shit. The white girl, she cold. What's her name?
Kaylin Clark.
Yeah, she the shit. Now she the shit. Now, but when you talked about, I've been watching Conker Nipple since Duke. Duke, he was alright at Duke. That was the flag show. That other boy at Duke.
What? They got him the fourth pick.
I'm saying it because they saw something. Look, Pope, they saw what you saw in him, Pope. They saw he could make a difference. Exactly. He fit into. Look, they saw he could fit into what Charlotte got going on. So it was a good chemistry move. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of he was doing all that he doing now, and
that man might win. No, he was doing that.
No, he wasn't doing all that. He wasn't shooting all like that.
Listen.
I watched Duke. I watched them all Duke games, Pope.
Went out when he went out. And Con and Don had to take over in the ACC to win the championship. He did just that.
You talking about the ACC championship? I'm talking about every game before the ACC championship. Stop that.
Sion James was good too.
All right.
Don't forget, Sion James was good in that tournament as well.
Yeah, he was. Sion James was official. That's what I'm saying. They work ethic. You can tell Sion James stay in the gym. You can tell that he one of them type of niggas. He loved to be healthy and be in the gym early in the morning, and he pushed that shit to the limit. And you can tell Con is damn near similar, but he's such a basketball junkie, and that's all he about. That's why I said even in the beginning, I don't know if Flight remember this, but I'm like, that's what Lamelo needed. He needed somebody who wasn't about that hip hop shit, that black culture shit. He just want to hoop. Fuck all that shit.
Okay, I disagree. I disagree right there
because and he go about everything very professional, and it's not a flash to his shit. He's just a killer. And when they seen that white boy come in there and kill, that made them wake up and say, okay, we got to get our shit together.
I agree with you, Pope. I agree with you, but you need both. You need the hip hop shit and you need the other shit.
You do, for sure.
You need both.
For sure.
You need both because if you don't get both, look, that's what Con and if you ask Con, he'll tell you, he got some extra wiggle to his game because of Melo. You need both. That's why they can't stop the man. And when he come play that game,
hip hop.
yeah, he needs hip hop. So I love it. I love the transformation. I love because on that team, dog, even your boy, that's the number 2. What's the number 2 score on that team? The tall brother. Got his shoulder wrapped up.
Number 1.
Yeah,
Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller. Well, only reason he number one because
Yeah, he's the number one scorer. Yeah.
If he's number one, that's because LaMelo at the point and he's distributing the ball, this, that, and other. So at the same time, that can go vice versa. That can go that's interchangeable.
They got
right
three.
But they got
got three, right?
They got four.
No, I'm saying they had three. Hold on. They had three in the top 20. I mean, three that was averaging 20 at one point, and then they had four that was averaging over 19.
And that's why that's going to be a hard-ass team to beat. That team there, they got killers. You don't know. One can have a bad night, two can have a bad night, and the other two will kill you.
If not three, watch.
Hey,
Call the dogs and the bounce back.
And Pope, you know this, Pope. You're a coach. You know this. You know who your shooters are. You know your killers are.
Coffee, you know who your defensive players are too, because you from the side. Them niggas can shoot and play defense.
That's what we do. Lock up all day long.
I got another
two-way player.
Because my nigga LaMelo, I gotta say, listen, I love LaMelo, but my nigga is ferocious on ball defense.
My nigga can't even run his own
show. No, he's playing defense. He's playing defense.
Hold on, guys. Listen.
LaMelo blocked that shot. I don't care.
We're gonna get back to that. I want to keep it on Con Knibble. Let's get the Big Al for a second. Let's see if Big Al could cook. I know he could do it.
Oh my God,
Big Al, listen. Well, let's talk about Charles Lee for a second. How you feel the way he handled Con Knibble? He pulled him out the game. You know, this is a young head coach. This Con Knibble, this man was arguably in the Rookie of the Year race. Best rookie, top shooter all season long. He went Iceman on him, you know, and he pulled him in the fourth quarter. He ain't even played a whole overtime. You know, some coaches would have said, "Man, fuck it, I'm throwing you out there." You know, I'm just gonna go. I mean, what does this say about Charles Lee? Because he did
this. That's a great question. That's a great question.
It's a great question.
That's why I said we got to let's cook, man. Let's stop fucking around. Big Al, let's see Big Al could cook. I'm trying to give Big Al something.
I'll help you out. You can't do it, Al. Go ahead, Al. I'll help you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pay your gas.
Go ahead, Al. Pope said you can cook. Pope said you can cook. Pope believe in you. Go ahead, Al.
Oh wow, this is too much. So Charles Lee did a good job in replacing Con by putting Kobe White in, who was on, and took Frank's point. I mean, Pope's point. Con is dealing with fatigue because he's right. I mean, he been playing college. Well, he had what?
Dealing with fatigue.
Then he's right into the league. Summer league. He played the whole summer league because the team won the championships. And then he plays another 80-some games, and now he's in the play-in. So the young dude is fatigued. Come on, it just happened.
So I disagree with that. So I'm gonna say this.
I mean, that's not my. That's okay. So with that, Con was having a bad game. Kobe was on. He was hitting his shot, and so he made a good decision. He made a calculated move and put Kobe in over Con. I think that was great.
Now, Al, I agree with that part. Al, I agree with that part right there, Al.
I don't like that. Paul said the only reason why the team is better because Charles Lee.
I'll cook a little bit. He cooked a little bit. He said calculated.
Charles Lee has kept LaMelo accountable because LaMelo is good enough to really is the person that made this team go. Yes, so Brandon is good because of LaMelo. Con is good because of LaMelo.
So the only problem with that, Al,
in Charles Lee's system, these things are why LaMelo, Con, Brandon, Miles, all of them are producing.
So Al, the only problem with that, Al, the only problem with that last part, I agree with you. He took Con out the game. I didn't believe he was wanting him to stay out that long, but since Kobe a killer, he was so on. And you got to go where it works. But only problem with that, because this is as this young coach, this is the first time being a head coach of a team. He's learning on the fly too. When you can mess with the rookie's confidence when you do shit like that, Cock have been killing all year, and then you stop believing in it when it counts. You can't do that. You got to go through it. Sometimes you got to, as a coach, and Pope will tell you this, you got to go through with your players because you fuck with the confidence, that could fuck up the whole series, with one player.
But Coffee, he did go with him. I mean, the man couldn't hit nothing.
Look.
I
But
understand.
to Al point, he brought in Kobe in, and Kobe was on fire like Kobe usually be on fire. I wish the Bulls never traded him. So when a person is cooking, I saw they left Scottie Pippen on the bench and Michael Jordan on the bench when Tony Kukoc was cooking. So when they cooking, you got to stay with that because it's working. So he did what he probably did. But I would say for the young coach, don't do that shit for every game. Don't let that be your recipe. For the that you got for missing 7 shots, man, stick with him because you messed with the man's confidence.
What's up tomorrow, Coffee? What's up tomorrow?
Can I cook now, fellas?
We don't have time for that.
Pope, I think Al fuck you up, Pope. I think Al will fuck you up on this one. Go ahead.
Al cooked on that one. He cooked on that.
Good shit, Al. Good shit, Al. Toast the head.
I want to give a quick shout out to Coach Charles motherfucking Lee because he's starting to kick shit like Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? And I'm digging the way he coaching, man. He's strategic. He know how to handle all of the different personalities from Brandon Miller to Con Knipple to Miles Bridges to Lamelo Ball because they all different, right? And it's when he made that move, I said that was the smart fucking move to make. And Con is the type of player that's not gonna fuck with his confidence.
Exactly.
He knows like, yo, I was off. Like and
one my night
was on. So that's because he's not an individual player. He's all about team shit. So whatever that's gonna help the team. This is why I said him being around this organization and LaMelo Ball in general is huge because the type of player he is. And for the coach to see that, this white boy not just a shooter, like he's a starter. Like he's not just gonna be a part of my rotation. He gonna play significant minutes early in the season, and so I gotta give him even hats off for seeing that from Con Knipple. That this thing is not just gonna come off my bench. He gonna be a starter and a bright spot on our team. So, Charles Lee, man, he looking like he really might be the young next one. Because he making a lot. He got LaMelo playing. He got everybody playing good, bro.
Pope, I think you can coach that team, Pope. I think you can coach that team because I watched Charlie too. He did some inadvertent shit. He did some inadvertent shit through the year. He getting better. He getting better like everybody else. He getting better and he learned on the fly. But he did a lot of shit during the season. He doing a lot of shit during the season, Pope, that I questioned heavily. And I was like, dog, you can't do that. That ain't the move right there. And even he apologized to Melo Ball for some of the shit he did. So he's learning, and he unfortunately got a team that's off the chain. That team he got, along with that center, he got an awesome ass team. You ain't got to say much to them because all of them got high basketball IQ. All of them.
No, I've seen everybody's game developed under him.
So you tell me that first six,
Hold on,
the first six ain't got high basketball IQ? The first six?
Coffee. I'm telling you.
I don't know about Kobe's IQ, but
Musa Diabate, he damn near, didn't he almost go undrafted or some shit like that?
Those are the best ones.
Listen what I'm saying, bro. Everybody, you cannot knock the fact that everybody has developed under him. Miles Bridges looked like a better player. Like he's not trying to be selfish. He playing. Everybody seems to have bought in to Charles Lee's speech to the team. Whatever it is, whatever he's talking about, whatever he got him on. And for you to have grown men, especially in this days and age,
that ain't shit there.
Man, in this days and age, for you to have everybody.
You hear him out? I thought he was gonna cook. Pope ain't doing shit. He fucking up.
With the Miles Bridges.
That Pope fucked up. Though. He was doing good. He was doing good at first.
He ain't got nothing to do with Miles Bridges. I'm gonna tell you that.
That Pope went on a whole other tangent. You know, fucked up.
No, hold on. He was in error.
Listen. At first, I didn't believe in him, but I'm starting to see. Like, yo, okay, now I'm starting to see the method to his madness, and them niggas is all. Listen, it's hard to get when you got a lot of scores on your team. A lot of people want the ball. It's hard, and having personalities like they have. Brandon Miller think he the man. Melo think he the man. Rightfully so. Miles Bridges think he the man. Con Knipple think he the man.
They all say Melo.
And then you even got Debatis who just elevated his game from free throws. Yep. I remember his first year, that nigga was horrible at the free throw line. That
Good
nigga
point.
knocking
Good
down
point.
free throws.
Good point.
Like, bro,
Hey,
I
Pope.
see that he tapped in with these niggas and they
Hey,
tapped in
Pope.
with
I'm
him
just gonna.
Okay,
and
you coming
playing
out the
on
war.
another level.
You're getting better, Pope. You coming out the war. You're almost a
Hey,
drown. You ain't drowning no more.
Let me
Go
say
ahead, Pope.
one thing. Hold on.
Hey,
Before you gotta get too rambunctious. Let me say one thing, nigga, because I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget this. I'm gonna.
You don't want to forget.
on the Charles Lee. T-John.
Came up. He's not an apparition. Listen,
We can't hear you, Jack.
you can't hear me.
Yeah.
Mic
Pope
check.
don't-
Yeah. Miles have regressed. Miles was a fringe
Oh,
all-star and
God
potential
damn it.
face of the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Before Charles Lee got there. So Charles Lee can't take any credit from Miles.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a great
After
point.
that off-court
He had 28
fracas
points
he had domestically. So he's trying to just get back in the good graces.
in the playing game.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
28 points. What are you talking about digression? He had 28 points, man.
No,
I said he had digressed. He's getting back. You're not listening. You're not
No, you
listening.
didn't listen.
I said he's getting back.
Right.
What?
This guy talking about T-John. T-John barely is in the G League. One more year like that, T-John is gone. He's out of here. Talk about no damn T-John. Ain't no development.
Hey, I love you guys. But I gotta get up out of here. I love you guys, man. Strong pen. Good ass shit. For sure. Way to cook.
Much love, bro. Hey,
God,
but even
remember
like
I
Brandon
said
Miller.
getting back. Yeah, Brandon Miller. Yep, good case.
Can I shout out to Brandon Miller real like for real? This is where I say the coaching is important because Brandon Miller like a whole different player this season. And I know everybody been high on him in the beginning. He was on some bitch shit, point blank period at the beginning. And now he in his zone. Now I understand the method to Charles Lee's madness, why he was running so many sets for Brandon Miller to get him comfortable of like, yo, you got this, my nigga. You a nigga we gonna need. And so I'm gonna run these shits early in the season. We gonna go through you constantly so you can understand your strengths and work it out. And that's huge, my nigga. Like the way Charles Lee revamped this team, because they went from one of the losingest teams and they had a lot of different, injuries happen. But for the guys that he had out there, you can see everybody's level of play has raised. And I gotta give him credit for all of that. For all of that.
Oh, I'm glad that you came around. You know what, Big Al? That's perfect. I'm glad you gave him a round of applause because I was going to do that anyway. I'm glad Pope came around to the Brandon Miller thing. He could be a little more honest about Brandon Miller ascension. Big ups to you, Pope. All right, go ahead, Al.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Pope, a thousand respect for that, bro. Because we started off rocky when it came to Brandon fucking Miller. But you're right. Everybody has gotten better. Miles Bridges has gotten better. Con Knipple is being acclimated to the NBA because of Charles Lee's system. Smoothly. He might be the rookie of the year. Lamelo can become a star if he's, which he has in the beginning of the season. I felt like he was really taking to Charles Lee's system a lot more. But if he starts doing that even now against the Orlando Magic and then possibly the Pistons, we might win the game because LaMelo is the best passer, in my opinion, in the league. But he got to make good decisions with the ball. So at the end of the game, in my opinion, Charles Lee has done a masterful job. To me, he should be the coach of the year. And I mean, that's what I think. People might not think that, but that's fine. But he's done a great job with his team. And even T.J. Salam has gotten better. Who thought that nigga would get better? He got better under Charles Lee's attention and tutelage. So at some point, we got to get this guy correct. And Dex, I want to see how you feel about Charles Lee now.
Hey, and even Jacoby White, like to even incorporate, to even go from old boy who they had, I forgot his name already, Who they traded.
Sexton.
Yeah, even from going from Sexton to Jacoby White and making him buy in to coming off the bench and not wavering from nigga Khan is our guy. Like, cause he could have wavered and said, nigga Jacoby, you gonna start and Khan, you coming off the bench now. He could have fucked that up. But Khan is our dude, and you gonna come off the bench as the spark. And Kobe, he has bought all the way into that. And so I can see that he got away with the players of talking with the players, the relationship he got with them. I can see how they interacting with him. I'm like, okay, yeah, he got this on lock.
Right. Yeah, he's good, man.
Speaking of Kobe White, he made a name for himself. That was a hell of a performance, from Kobe White.
Yes, sir.
Kobe White played in the playoffs before, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, he's never been in the playoff.
He's been in the play. He meant to play in?
Yeah, he did. No, he's been in the playoff. You're right. He's been in the playoff 1 year with when Lonzo got hurt. Do you remember that's when Lonzo got hurt? Kobe White was in that. He was part of that playoff against Milwaukee when they won one game in Milwaukee game with Jimmy.
Yeah, so he got a little experience. That counts. He knows how to play in some big games.
Him and Grant didn't play off.
Yeah, Grant was ready.
Grant and Josh Green. Those are your playoff guys.
They don't win that game without Kobe White.
No doubt. He's an X factor.
Especially with Khan going cold.
Right.
You needed that. You needed every bit of that.
Right.
Let's see what happens in the next game.
He played so good. I'm scared of the offseason. They might try to take Kobe off our hands because he's been looking real good.
No, I think Kobe's staying. He want to be there.
Okay.
Well, we'll be going to the highest bidder. You can say what you want to say. I don't care if you're from North Carolina. He's going to the highest bidder.
Are probably going to be the ones that try to get him because they ain't got no.
Charlotte gonna get him. They can't lose him. Remember, I told you that. They don't got nobody coming in free agency. They got to pay him everything that he's looking for. You ain't gonna max him out, but you're gonna take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna make sure you're right. He ain't gonna get a max.
Charlotte might even get Giannis.
He get paid though.
We need Giannis
to get a max.
We need Kobe White and Giannis.
You could always trade him. So sign him. He had injury issues, so he ain't about to break the bank. I think.
So, Frank, I got a question for you because you seem like you are a reasonable man. You think about Lamelo Ball, and I'm not gonna call him antics, but I think they call him antics. But what his mistakes and the things because he's good, no question. He's the reason why, or one of the main, or if not the main reason why the team is where it is. But what do you think about maturity and the future with my boy Lamelo?
I mean, all that takes time. The future for me is I want them to go to the first round of the playoffs. If they win, they win. I mean, I listen. You can't skip steps in this league. If the Hornets do all of this, get to the first round against Detroit and get swept, I'm not going to view that as a failure. You can't skip steps in this league. That's LaMelo's first time in the playoffs. Do your history. Sometimes Rose went 7 against Boston, but they still lost. And then eventually, this shit how things work. I mean, everybody don't just get in the playoffs and get all the way to the finals. I expect the Hornets and LaMelo to go through the growing pains. Lose, get that experience. I think after they get to the playoffs, they will be LaMelo and the Hornets will be a perennial playoff team. But first, you got to get to the playoffs. Once they scratch that itch, that's what I think is the future for LaMelo and the Hornets. Getting to the playoffs, going through the growing pains, and eventually becoming a perennial playoff team and a possible threat. And that maturity, all that's gonna come with, not skipping steps. People want LaMelo to be a 10-year veteran. He's still a young player. What is he? 24 years old. He fits the timeline with Con Knipple and all these dudes. But LaMelo been in the league for a couple of years. We looking at him like he a 15-year vet. He's 24 years old. So I mean, we got to start to put all this into perspective. This is a young basketball team, completely, all of them. Miles to a certain degree too. He's the eldest statesman. So I'm just saying it's crazy what's going on here, with Charlotte and LaMelo, and like I said, their future is immense.
I think that Al, to answer your question earlier, I wasn't being evasive, nor was I ducking or hiding. But you mentioned about Charles Lee. Listen,
Okay.
I'm a man of opportunity. I'm a man who recognizes growth and development when I see it. And that's what I'm seeing with Coach Charles Lee. Because he did something very incredible. I thought I would never see it in my lifetime. And that is benching Con Knipple. Not only the benching of Con Knipple, but the ripple effect that it had in this last outing against Miami, right? Because Con Knipple brings his own fan base. He has a nice fan base down there in the Queen City, right? There's a chunk of Buzz City that's rooting for Con night in and night out. And Charles Lee had the unmitigated gall to ice him. He looked him in his eyes and saw those blue eyes and said, you know what? You're cold, bro. You're ice cold. This is not your night. And it's okay. You have another chance when we advance. And I think Con Knipple swallowed it. Of course, he don't like it, but he swallowed it and accepted it and cheered on Kobe White and cheered on the rest of the team while he was catching splendors. And that's cool. And then Charles Lee played LaMelo more minutes last night than he did the whole season. LaMelo played over 40-something minutes. So I'm looking, because I always criticize Charles Lee based on the fact that he don't ride his horses long enough. He has this idiosyncrasy about his rotation, and it got to be somewhat superstitious. So he rolled LaMelo more than he did all season long. And I recognize that. When LaMelo made mistakes in the season, Charles Lee going to put him on the bench to catch splendors. Come join me on the pine. But he made two, according to the officials, he made two egregious mistakes towards the end of that game. Charles Lee still rolled with him, and then Charles Lee gave him the ball and said, you put us in this mess, get us out of this mess. And LaMelo conformed, and LaMelo performed. When you have coach and player secrecy like that, or synchronicity like that, then you can't help but to enjoy what you're watching with the camaraderie with the rest of the team as they feel that the coach did the right thing by calling LaMelo's number and letting LaMelo redeem himself and take accountability for his play during that game. I have nothing but mad respect for Charles Lee for that, and that covers a whole lot of his BS that he was doing during the regular season. He made up in one night against the Miami Heat in the Queen City.
Good point there, Dax. I mean, like I said, we're gonna find out. But looking ahead, Dax, let's get to a breakdown. I'm gonna get Pope's take on this as well. We got the Orlando Magic. I want to get into the Magic for a second because you got the coach Jamal Mosley. That's his name, correct?
Yeah, Jamal Mosley. Yes.
Listen, Dex, I don't know if you know or the audience knows, the man is on the hot seat. I mean, I'm telling you, the seat, I could feel the seat from here. Pause. You understand? I mean, the man is on his way out the door as soon as the shit is over. You know, What's your thoughts on the Orlando Magic? And is reports that Franz Wagner he hurt himself. He won't be available next game. Things are looking on the ups for the Hornets, but they will be on the road. What's going on with Orlando? How much pressure is on them? Do you expect a coaching change? And then let's get into this matchup with the Hornets.
Yeah, well, first of all, for my research, that Paulo Banchero and Coach Mosley do not see eye to eye, and that's not good. When your star players don't see eye to eye with the coach and how the coach is trying to roll out his strategy night in and night out. So I think the writing is on the wall with Jamal Mosley, and he has found warranty. So I think he understands this. He'd probably be up in Detroit as an assistant coach or something to that nature. The Orlando Magic, Franz Wagner been hurt all year. He's been in and out of the lineup. There hasn't been any continuity between him and Paulo. So the chemistry is off. There is a discombobulation with the way that the Orlando Magic performs night in and night out, helter skelter. You don't know what version of the Magic you're going to get. So the Charlotte Hornets in this matchup is very favorable for them. I believe the last time they played, the Charlotte Hornets put a DTA to the Orlando Magic down in Disneyland. It's a possibility I might go to that game, depending on how my job pans out. So I hopefully that I can, secure some tickets to get into that game, because I believe there'll be some tickets there. Because I don't think anybody in their rightful mind think Orlando is coming out of this one alive. I think the Charlotte Hornets will win in advance, and I believe the Charlotte Hornets should win in grand fashion. And Con Knipple, listen to me. Con Knipple, you better take the player prop on Con Knipple, because I think it is as low as 13 points. Take the over for Con Knipple. Pay your mortgage. Take the over for Con Knipple and take the Charlotte Hornets with the points, because the Charlotte Hornets is probably coming in as an underdog, but the points is not going to be that much of a deficit, maybe around -4.5 because of Franz. But take the Charlotte, the points, money line, and Continental over the number.
Good point there, Dax. Like I said, this is gonna be a good game. You got Charles Lee going on against Mosley. You saying Paulo Banchero. We're gonna find out something is off with this team. They're not the best 3-point shooting team. They brought in Desmond Bain. He's supposed to be helping out with that. Orlando's gonna be a tough out. They had a higher record than the Charlotte Hornets for a reason. But what I will say is the Hornets was going on the ups. Orlando was looking like they was on the way down. So they were on two different trajectories. So let's see what happens. Let's see if this team is just going to quit on Mosley. So because I think that's what it's going to come down to.
They already quit. They already quit on Mosley.
Yeah. So that's what I think. Hopefully it continues, but the thing is it's in Orlando.
Yeah, one more game, right? Quit one more game.
Yeah, one more game. When hopefully they got injuries, they're dealing with stuff. Lamelo.
Yeah, they done. They checked out. out. Desmond Bain, he's just a professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got a lot of.
He probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Desmond Bain probably played his best game in the playoffs since he was a Memphis Grizzly. So I don't see that him repeating this output that he did against the 76ers. The Charlotte Hornets play a much faster game than the 76ers, and I don't think Desmond Bain is going to keep up in this track move.
Yeah, I'm with you there, and hopefully we get a con sighting too, because that should cancel out whatever they're getting from Bain. I expect these guys to turn it up a notch. Charlotte. This is going to be a great matchup, taking on the Orlando Magic, because you got pieces all over the place. So it's going to be offensive weapons pretty much everywhere. Is Lamelo Ball going to be the best player on the floor in that series? In that game, Dex, in your opinion, what do you think?
I think this might be Brandon Miller's night, and the X factor will be Josh Green. That would be the X factor. Josh Green is going to be a terrific two-way player in this game, and so whatever the player prop is on Josh Green, I don't have his number just as yet, but I think Josh Green will go over the number. He probably have about between 12 and 14 points.
Yeah. So how do you see Charles handling Con Knipple in this game? Do they pull him? Does he pull him early if things ain't going to plan? How do you think Charles Lee handles Con Knipple if things don't get off to I'm not saying that it will, but we're just pulling that out.
Well, I think it'll be the same as last game. I think he had to show him that, and he pulled him at the perfect time. He gave him all the chances in the world, and when he seen it just wasn't happening, it wasn't his night, then he pulled him at the right time and just went with Jacoby White. So you'll be able to tell if his feet ain't, if he ain't got his knees and his legs under him early on in the game. Because when he missed his shot that he usually hit, then you know what it is. So gotta go with that.
Yeah, I'm with you. You got Charlotte winning this game against Orlando?
Yes, I do. Of course, I'm always hopeful for Lamelo pull out, pull a victory out, and so
nothing around.
I want to see these Hornets. I want to see Lamelo for the first time on a bright stage, because this would be his first time on a big stage. He get to be on prime television every game for at least 4 games, if not 7. If they could push the team to that limit, and that's another stage. Playoffs is another stage.
Do you think the NBA want Charlotte versus Detroit?
I do. They're the most funnest team to watch. They really play team basketball.
So do you think that's what I'm saying? Might need to get some help. Might need some help from the officials. Every goddamn thing. We got to get this series to Detroit. Period. Charlotte versus Detroit has to happen. Everybody want to see it.
Yeah, for sure. Right about that.
I'm saying, Dex, do you think the NBA wants Charlotte versus Detroit, or they don't give a damn?
No, they want Charlotte versus Detroit. That'll probably be the most watched game in the first round of this playoffs. And I mean, you got the Lakers in Houston. That's going to be a good game because those are big major markets. They should get a crowd pleaser as well. But I just think the NBA wants these 2 young studs, Cade Cunningham and Melo Ball. They represent the 2 young breeding archetype. Tall, slender point guards. Both of them light skinned, and let's see who's going to fare out. Cade Cunningham, first. I mean, was he first team? Yeah, first team. All NBA, All Star. The Melo might be third team, All NBA. So you got some young All NBAers out there with the fisticuff to battle for supremacy, and the NBA is just loving this story.
What about we get so caught up with Melo and Cade? What about the interior? During
Diabate?
Bridges, Diabate, Stewie. What do you think about that matchup?
Yeah, that would be the understory. It won't be the headlines. So Dern and Diabate part 2, they're going to promote that as well. I just think that the Melo Ball versus Cade Cunningham, because there's talks anyway off the NBA circuit about who's the better guard, Cade Cunningham or the Melo Ball when healthy. So now we're going to be able to have an opportunity to see that if Charlotte take care of business in Disneyland.
I mean, they have to take care of business first in Disneyland, so you can't move past them. Like I said, Orlando is going to be a tough out. You know, in my opinion, I'm not going to count them out. Paolo, I like him. Pauls, he's a good player. You know, so I think that this guy. Let's see what happens. He doesn't shoot the ball well, but Charlotte got to be ready to guard that interior because these dudes going to be especially Paolo. I could see him looking to try to take it in the cup. You know, and Diabate got to be ready to defend. You know, and they got, like I said, they got these old. Let me get these guys because they got some wild names. You know, I don't know everybody.
They got Anthony Black. They got Suggs.
Yeah, they got a couple people. I want.
They have to watch out for Anthony Black because Anthony Black can get you 30.
Did he play today?
I don't know. I didn't watch the game. But I'm familiar with Anthony Black.
Did Black play? Oh yeah, Black play. You're right. So Black had 13 points off the bench. So that's what I'm saying. He could pull that shit that Black could pull that shit that Kobe pulled. You feel Kobe White. So I'm just saying it's not over. They got this dude De Silva, but what's his guy name? Batadzi? I don't know. I said his name.
Batadzi. Yeah, Batadzi.
Yeah. These guys, he's tall. They got Wendell Carter. Desmond Bain had 34 points.
Yeah, Desmond's a problem. He's a problem. He's a bully.
He's the only guy who could score at an efficient clip. Well, consistently at least in the starting lineup. I think. Like I said,
he's an
efficient shooter. You know, he's more of an interior guy from the inside out. Suggs, you know, he had 4 points. That matchup should be intriguing. Melo versus Suggs.
That's not intriguing.
Melo should get a nice little break in my opinion.
I know. Big Church is, a once contributor to Flight Sports TV. Y'all don't know who Big Church is. Big Church is, out of Long Beach. He was great friends with Snoop Dogg, bodyguard for Snoop Dogg, and then Floyd Mayweather took him on. And then he was a bodyguard for Floyd Mayweather for numerous years, especially Floyd Mayweather's heyday. And Big Church used to come on Flight Sports TV and share his basketball acumen. And Suggs is his nephew. That is his biological nephew, is his sister's son. And so I know if he's listening that he did tell me that, he wanted to come back and talk about some Orlando Magic. But, hey, Big Church, hey, here, come on through. I know you got some stories to tell, I know you're going to tell them Diddy stories, but you got some other celebrity stories to tell. So come on through, Big Church. Flight Sports TV, baby.
Diddy stories. Yeah, man. That's crazy, Dax. Hey, man, we're going to find out. Like I said, it's gonna be a good game. Right now, fucking Golden State is on. I was looking at them. What you think about Philadelphia? The Charlotte. That's a team that you probably don't think that would be a way tougher matchup even without Embiid, in your opinion. If they would have got Philly's advance, but what do you think?
Philly's a good team. Like I was telling Purple Baby early on in the season when me and her had that small debate about the roster construction of both teams. With Joel Embiid, Philly is just a whole nother animal. You know what I'm saying? And without Joel Embiid, Philly barely makes a play. So you see how they was falling. They went all the way down to 10th. And Joel Embiid came back and aimed for that offensive defense and shot them up to, I think they was 5th. And then they fell down again to end up 7th. And so that's how they ended because Joel Embiid got hurt when they were able to play. I just think Boston will sweep. I think that's going to be a sweep. I don't think Philly win one game versus Boston. Can't hear you, like.
What was your last point, Dex? What'd you say?
Yeah, we didn't hear nothing you said, Flight, unless it was me. I said I think Boston's going to sweep Philly. I don't think
Oh
Philly will
yeah,
win the
no,
game.
yeah, that's what. I was just saying something about we still haven't heard about Embiid. I don't know if it was on me. Also, that appendix. See, I don't know what the hell is going on. What the hell is he? I don't know what happened with the appendix, but maybe that could
He
be some
always having
bullshit.
stomach issues though. But Embiid been having stomach issues since I don't know when. You know, ever since that damn Kawhi Leonard hit that 3-point shot against him, Embiid
I
has
don't
never been
believe
the
you believe it's
same.
appendix. Do you really, or you think it's the knee?
Well,
That's what I'm saying. They do
he's
bullshit
been
like
having stomach issues too though.
I know, but
He's been having a leg issue and a
that
stomach
sounds
issue.
better in the public eye than saying he another knee injury. Another, I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you believe? I'm just asking. You
I
believe there's
believe it.
something going on?
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, because I know he had stomach issues in the past.
Okay.
You know, he got a weak tummy. As big as that man is, he got a weak tummy.
Well, we shall see. Philadelphia, that's gonna be a good matchup, boss. Like you said, Boston is gonna be one of the favorites. We shall see. Portland, they advanced. You know, last night I was surprised when I was looking at that. Denny Advia hit a game winner. You know,
And you know he's part of the Lamelo Ball draft class.
yes, Denny Advia.
That's that 2020.
He's a late bloomer.
Yeah, that's that 2020 right there.
Shit ain't work out in DC.
Yep. There it is. That Lamelo Ball draft class is booming right now. Boy.
I mean, who else really cooking? I mean, you got obviously Edwards, Melo, Halliburton is hurt, but I mean he was doing his thing. Let's stop acting like he wasn't on the tear. You know, do you think Halliburton and Indiana gonna be right back in the mix next year?
It's a possibility. Because I think
the Clippers. You know, they got Zubac.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, it's a possibility with Indiana because Orlando's gonna fall off. You know, they dead and stinking. They finna fire their coach, and the team is not that good, to be honest with you. And so Orlando just gonna make some moves because they're not gonna want to pay nobody because they don't see the trajectory promising. So they're not going to pay nobody. I mean, you know, they're going to give Paolo his money because he's a crowd pleaser, and they might give France, or they might even trade France. You know, I don't think both of those guys are going to stay because they're not going to give two max to those two players. You know, I just think Paulo Banchero is more of a crowd pleaser than France. You know, and France probably be off somewhere, probably be traded somewhere. He might go to Golden State.
Hey, man, I'm about to get on up out of here, man. Appreciate you, fellas. I'll see y'all Friday if y'all on live. After that game.
Pope, real quickly before you go, I just want to ask you a quick WNBA tip. What you think about the draft on your way out?
Oh, man, terrible, man. There's a lot of BS draft picks going places they shouldn't have been going. But yeah, it was all bad.
What do we think about Flaugier? You know, she got traded from the Valkyries to the Storm. What do you think? What's up with her? She's a big star.
I don't really know, man. I thought she was gonna be a high draft pick, but fortunately she went down. We drafted a player we didn't want to draft, and
y'all got a point guard. I see. I looked at it. There's another guard.
A point guard that
you don't like. Well, you don't like that move.
Nah, I don't like that move whatsoever.
Do you think that's a threat to the Caitlin?
No, that's a bad move. We just did a lot of bad things, man, in the free agency and in the draft that don't fit the team. So,
right,
and the same thing even with like AZ Bud who went first.
I was just about to get to that.
Her being first pick overall is nuts. On the fact that she just Paige's girlfriend, that didn't make no sense. They don't even need a wing player. They just signed Enrique, so. That didn't make the whole draft didn't really make sense. People was picking players in spots they don't even need. Yeah, so it didn't make too much sense.
Yeah, the number one pick looking like a supermodel. You know, WNBA might be back. You know, let's see what happens. That's all. I mean, I just want to get your takes on that. Let's see what happens. Y'all want some WNBA content? Y'all want to hear what's going on with Caitlin, the Indiana Fever? Y'all make sure y'all go check out the Pope B. Frank. Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate it, man. All right,
Yeah,
Dex. All right, Al.
You're ready.
Hey.
Salute, Pope.
Yeah, man. So it's just a lot going on, man. Dex, man, what's up with your Lakers real quick, man? Let's go around to a couple of these series that's edged in stone. What's up with the Lakers? There's no Luka. You got LeBron versus Kevin Durant. You have Marcus Smart coming out warning the Lakers that the Houston is going to try to punk them. You know, what version of LeBron are we gonna get? Is he gonna throw this series? Should they just call the league office and say, let's just fuck it and forfeit it? What's up with your Lakers, man? Talk to me.
Man, they got Bronny. What you talking about? The Lakers are in good hands. Bronny James will be on the floor for the Los Angeles Lakers, helping his dad advance over the Houston Rockets and continue to make history.
You don't really believe they're gonna beat Houston, though?
Why? Houston don't scare nobody.
That's gonna be a tall task. Houston got everybody just about, except for Van Vliet, and he been out all season.
They don't scare nobody though. They got a drunkard over there, and Dylan Brooks. So I'm not afraid of Houston, and I don't know how bad Kevin Durant want to advance.
I said Dylan Brooks is actually on Phoenix.
I mean, not Dylan Brooks though. What's the boy name?
Thompson?
No. Yeah, well, they traded Dylan Brooks up.
Yeah, they traded him for.
Yeah, they traded him. That's right. They traded Dylan Brooks. Yeah, because he was drunk.
They got a couple pieces there. They got Jabari. They got.
Jabari Smith. They got Jabari Smith.
Sengun. Oh man, yeah,
he's good.
It's over.
But I think DeAndre Ayton can contain him. I think DeAndre Ayton can contain Alfred. But it was somebody else. Oh yeah, that damn Reed boy. Now he's gonna be an X factor.
Yeah, Dex. I forgot. I just started going through the people. I don't think y'all got a chance, man. I forgot.
Well, you don't never think we have a chance. You a hater, so you don't think we never have a chance. So I take what you say with a grain of salt, because you really don't like much coming off the West Coast.
True. That's not true. That's not true. West,
baby. No, I think the Lakers. There's no Luka, but I think the Lakers they still got good players though. See, the Lakers got a lot of good handymen. They got Vanderbilt, they got Smart, they got Rui. They got players that been there. You know what I mean? They're not afraid of the moment. It's not too big for them because they have been in these situations before. So the Lakers have good experience and they have good, solid players that's not going to do a lot of goofy stuff out there on the court. I know we don't have Luka, but that's okay. It's okay. I just think LeBron James can help elevate some of those other players, and we can get some good production out of DeAndre Ayton. That's going to be the key, and get some good production out of Rui Hachimura. That'll be another key right there, because once those guys touch the ball, they play defense. It's when they don't touch the ball, then they go through their little temper tantrum and act like they don't have nobody in front of them. Luka taking all the shots. Well, Luka should guard everybody. So they don't have to worry about that dynamic.
Good call, Dex. I want to go to another series. What's your thoughts on this series with Minnesota and the Denver Nuggets now? I think the pressure is on the Nuggets now. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, they done had the Nuggets number for a little while now. They cannot lose to Anthony Edwards again, and that's Denver. In my opinion, I just feel like they cannot lose to Edwards. They lost in the 7-game series a couple years ago. Ever since then, Edwards he got a swagger. Ever since he beat them. You know, it was like a coming of age moment. So I just think the pressure is on Denver in that series. What you think about that matchup?
Yeah, I like Minnesota in that series because
Minnesota.
Minnesota got 3 All-Stars, you know, and these 3 All-Stars are capable of playing some real good basketball in the playoffs. Denver really doesn't have anybody to offset Rudy Gobert. Now, yes, they got Joker, right? Joker could put up big numbers, but Rudy Gobert can stay with Joker. You feel me? I didn't say he could stop him, but he could stay with him on the pick and rolls and stuff like that. He could stay with Joker because Joker is very cumbersome. And it matches Rudy Gobert. This is why Denver have a hard time with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then we know that Julius Randle can handle Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon can't guard Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? And Jamal Murray definitely cannot guard Ant-Man. So there is a plus on Minnesota in a lot of various ways. And if Minnesota and Chris Finch could devise a really good plan, I think they will advance over Denver. And it will be disappointing that Denver Nuggets get exit out in the first round.
Yeah, good call, Dex. So I like that. So you see that going 7?
No, I think it might go 6. I think Minnesota could take them down in 6 games.
Yeah, I feel you. What you think about this series with Cleveland and Toronto?
I don't really feel nothing about that series, to be honest with you. You know, I was looking at Cleveland in a different light, but once they traded Lonzo, fuck Cleveland. They could have.
I like RJ. I like Quickly. I like Melo. I like Brandon.
RJ.
So I'm going with Toronto.
Oh, you talking about on Raptors? You still fishing for RJ? You ain't gave up on him yet?
No, I'm just saying, especially going against Cleveland, like you said, is that Lonzo dynamic. So, and then like I said, I like some of them people over there. I like Quickly. I mean, RJ got talent. I'm saying I ain't saying he.
What about Brandon Ingram? Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes really gonna have to be the show for the Raptors.
Look out for Quickly. Look out for Quickly, though. I got Quickly let me tell you something, man. James Harden.
You're still hanging on these Knicks, man. You're still hanging on to these former Knicks.
They better listen. Quick.
You gonna go to your grave hanging on to these former Knicks.
Now I'm going with my Knicks, man. Once a Knick, always a Knick, man. Quickly gonna go off.
You said once a Knick, always a Knick.
Yeah,
okay.
Man, when you buy the Knicks jersey, that's what it says. It says a stitching at the bottom of it. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Period. So
yeah, I feel you.
I'm rocking with it, man. You know, they Knicks.
Yeah, like I said, because they didn't have to trade Lonzo Ball. I just think he was a casualty of war and collateral damage based on the fact that Garland was their big target, and he's a clutch sports client, and Lonzo clutch sports client. So, yeah, I don't even know if DeAndre Hunter clutch sports. I don't even know if he's clutch sports or not. But yeah, I think they just want to get rid of that clutch sports atmosphere out of their organization. So, damn Cleveland. Cleveland can get swept for all I care.
I'm with you. Like I said, it's a lot of good series. In my opinion, what do you think about this series with the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks? Because they're going to open up the playoffs. What you think about that matchup, man? Who wins?
But they don't got Trae Young.
They got Johnson. The Knicks, Atlanta is hot as fish.
It's different. Yeah, but it's different though. Because now Mike Brown can scheme for 4 games and not just 1 game. You know,
they can zero in.
Yeah, they can zero in, and I don't think Atlanta really had that player like a Trae Young that's not overwhelmed by the magnificent magnitude of playing the New York Knicks and especially playing in the Garden.
What if something go wrong with the Knicks? I mean, do they trade for Giannis? I mean, do you think that's a move that's in play in the offseason no matter what? How does Giannis factor into the Knicks' playoff success in your opinion?
Wait a minute, you said Giannis and who?
Giannis and the Knicks' success, because if the Knicks, let's say the things don't go right, do the Knicks get aggressive and trade for Giannis? What do you think? Or is this a New York Knicks bullshit?
So what they're going to have? Just Giannis, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson. That's it.
Listen, let me tell you, Dex. If they lose in the first round, it's ramifications have to be made, man. I'm sorry, consequences must be made. Period.
But what I'm saying is this:
Mike Brown need to be fired too. It's either Mike Brown it's either Mike Brown or they got to fire Leon Rose. Somebody got to go.
No, Mike Brown. They just hired Mike Brown.
They fire Leon Rose. You know, something got to give. If they lose in the first round, they need to trade Cat. They need to let go of Bridges.
Cat's gone. Cat might be gone regardless. Even if they advance, he still might be gone. Well, New York is going to give him no more money.
Okay, well, they need to let go of OG and they need to let go of what's the name? Let them motherfuckers go, especially Bridges. He got to go. He got to go.
Bridges must be having some personal problems or something. There's something going on with him. He ain't right.
No, he just did something. That's crazy.
He done lost the snow bunny. That's what happened. He done lost the snow bunny.
We finished. But
something ain't right with Bridges. Something ain't right with him. He might have to leave town anyway, just to get a new atmosphere. Because he's been in New York for a minute, and you know, it's hard to keep them snow bunnies up in New York, man. There's too much going on.
Do you think the Knicks are the favorite for Giannis?
No. I don't think they're going to have to give up everything. Like I said, only person going to remain on that roster is Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and then you're going to have Giannis. You're just going to have those three. Then you got to fill in the roster.
So I'm
Mr. Robinson, all of them gone.
I'm hearing the Lakers name in the Giannis sweepstakes. How the Lakers?
You always going to hear the Lakers. You're going. Giannis name been with the Lakers even when Lonzo Ball was a Laker. Remember they re-signed his younger brother. Hopefully they can get Giannis. Because Giannis said, I'm not going to say where I'm going to go until my younger brother gets signed. The Lakers foolishly signed him, and Giannis wasn't re-signed with Milwaukee because he got his brother signed to the Lakers. Then the Lakers cut his ass right after signed him and cut him.
Yeah, that's all. Man, we're gonna find out.
I just think Giannis gonna remain in Milwaukee, but Doc Rivers is gone, so Giannis might say, "Yeah, I'll stick on and see what this new coach would do." And Giannis might be a part of the coach picking for the Milwaukee Bucks. They might ask him for a say so. What type of offense he think he can excel in?
He already got a championship. You know, so I mean, does he really need to go ring chase?
I think Sam Cassell could be a prime candidate for Milwaukee.
Yeah, he don't got to go ring chasing, man. He already won a ring already. He don't got to be moving all recklessly, just trying to leave. You know, he could just chill, but he need to commit. You know, whether he need to commit to the Bucks so they can move on. So, you know, or he need to say, "Let me go."
But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. When they do that type of stuff, normally they stay. They're just trying to get the highest amount available. You follow what I'm saying? That's why he's not going to commit, because his agents and his representatives will tell him, "Don't say anything. Let's see what they put on the table first. And if it looks delicious, we'll eat it. If not, then we'll keep, playing this circus until we get something we like." So he can't commit, because if he commit, then they're going to lowball him. You can't do that. But I think he's going to remain a Buck, though.
Yeah.
I don't think he had the heart to change location. He don't have the heart to change the zip code. I don't think Giannis has the heart for that.
Right. Let me check the score right now with Golden State. Right now, the Clippers is winning Who do you think is under the most pressure to advance in today's game? Is it win or go home? Is it Golden State or the Clippers? Who under the most pressure?
I mean, I don't think neither one of those teams have any pressure because those teams have been gutted and they're just not the same team. You know, it's really grand that they made the postseason. Both of those teams made the postseason because of the awful play of Utah and the Kings. You know,
The Kings
the Pelicans.
They need to investigate the Kings.
Yeah, what about the Pelicans though? Nobody's talking about the Pelicans. They was god awful.
Well, they had, DeJounte was hurt most of the year.
But that's okay. He's not that much of a difference maker.
That's an all-star, thanks.
Yeah, but they still have players, you know.
They're not that bad. You got two stars on the floor now.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
I'm not saying they're a playoff team. I'm not saying they're a playoff team, but maybe they're in the mix for the play-in.
Yeah, who talking about the Pelicans?
I think with a healthy DeJounte and Zion came in the camp pretty much in shape. Like he came in.
Yeah, they tank. They tank. I know they tank. They told Zion we tanking and we're gonna get a good draft pick.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? They probably gonna try to get one of them Bougie twins. At least one of them. One of them gonna be available.
I want to see what Utah get. You know, Utah gonna be another good team in the mix to get a good player. And they traded for Jaren Jackson. I like what Utah is trying to build.
I mean Gigi Jackson.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr. Let's see what he does for them.
Don't they got Gigi? That's Gigi, right?
I'm not sure. I think so.
It's Gigi Jackson.
I think. Let's see. What's going on with Miami? Are they gonna ever trade Bam, or you think they're bringing everybody back?
No, they're bringing everybody back. That was a good roster. They're bringing everybody back.
You know,
they didn't pay a lot of money for their roster. They didn't pay a lot of money for their roster. They what?
Miami is in talks to get Giannis too.
Yeah.
And
he don't got the heart to leave though. He ain't got the heart to leave.
Yeah.
What about Giannis end up in Dallas or be a Dallas Maverick?
Now listen, there's gonna be some dumb shit like that though. There's never gonna be the team
to play with Cooper Flag. You know what I'm saying? Pair him with Cooper Flag.
Yeah, but I don't think that's he shouldn't leave Milwaukee for some shit like that. He need to leave Milwaukee for a surefire championship. Like going to Dallas, that's not surefire unless somebody coming with him.
Somebody got to elevate the Mavericks. Cooper Flag can't do it by himself. We seen that already.
They might fuck around, throw him a bone, and give him the #1 pick again. So let's see.
No, they ain't getting the #1 pick again. It's gonna be a long time for the Dallas Mavericks to get the #1 pick again. Just like they did the Pelicans. It was a long time. They gave him Anthony Davis, and then it was about 8 years later they gave him Zion Williams.
They ain't never got the next shit. Every time the Knicks was supposed to get the top player, we was the fucking 7th pick. But I feel
the Knicks gotta stop hating on people. If they stop hating on people, their fan base stop hating on people, y'all get stuff.
Ever since that Patrick Ewing trade, ever since that Patrick Ewing fucking thing with the card, in the draft, the Knicks been fucked up in the draft lottery ever since.
I mean, y'all got a Heisman Trophy winner. Y'all got Charlie Ward.
Yeah, that's not right.
Y'all got Mark Jackson. Y'all got drafted some good players.
Yeah.
Y'all drafted some good players.
Mark Jackson was solid. I feel you there.
You don't like the Heisman? You don't like Charlie?
Yeah, he was good. That was cool. So I got that wrong with him. We're gonna find out in this situation. But okay.
Y'all drafted Allen Houston?
Yeah, maybe.
No.
All right. So one of the last couple of takes. What's up with Oklahoma City? Are they just the favorite to win it all, and we just?
Yeah, they're the favorite. If they can avoid San Antonio, they should have a cakewalk to the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
but San Antonio, I just believe, got their number. San Antonio will upset the Thunder if they meet.
Yeah, I think San Antonio. Yeah, that's gonna be a bad matchup. They're the only team that proved that they can handle them. Like really handle them, knock them off.
Yep.
So, but let's
Well,
see.
they got to avoid San Antonio, and a team that could beat San Antonio is Denver.
Right.
And Denver might not get out the first round.
If you could speak, if you could say right now, is Detroit going to the finals?
Yeah, no, Detroit ain't going to no final.
Something gonna happen.
Man, they biting their fingernails right now, hoping they don't play the Hornets.
Yo, let me tell you something. Charlotte gonna take. If they don't beat Detroit, they're gonna expose some weaknesses, and they're gonna fuck with Detroit.
Now, Detroit cannot beat Boston. Detroit cannot beat
they ain't gonna be able to beat Charlotte, Cleveland, and New York.
No, they could beat New York.
That's a tall task.
No, stop trying to include New York and everything. New York, Detroit have manhandled New York. This hasn't even been competitive.
No, I'm talking about the road to get there. They would have to go through Charlotte. They want Detroit. They want them.
Right.
So.
But New York don't want Detroit though.
But the styles make fights.
And that's why Detroit have knocked them out in the first round.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit has beaten them people by 30 multiple times. I mean, come on now.
That's right.
Now, Cleveland will welcome Detroit. Cleveland don't want to see Boston. See, Cleveland can't beat Boston. But they will welcome Detroit.
We're gonna find. You're right about that. I think you are right about that.
But Cleveland not gonna have a chance at Detroit because if Charlotte see Detroit, Charlotte gonna beat them in 6 games.
Yeah, I just got notification. Curry just
the referee gonna punish Detroit. I'm telling you.
I just got notification. Curry just scored 16 of the last 18 Warriors points heading into the fourth. Curry about to go ape shit on him.
Yeah. Well, Clippers doing Clipper things. I mean, nobody expect much out of the Clippers.
Go home. They got Draymond out there. Man, they down by 8.
Curry don't want to spend time with Aisha.
No, they're down 11 now. They're down 11. Clippers on. And Clippers on. Darius Garland look good. Pause.
What about Kyrie Irving? Not Kyrie Irving. Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, Kawhi's playing.
Yeah, what you got?
He's solid. Kawhi Leonard tonight, he got 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Darius Garland got 13 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Benedict Mathurin with 14 points off the bench. Benedict Mathurin is one of the better bench players too. I know.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player. I liked him coming out of college.
Yeah,
he came
out. Benedict Mathurin.
Yeah, he was a good player in college.
That was a good pickup for the Clippers. They traded a big man to get a reliable guy on the perimeter.
I think is Benedict part of the Lamelo draft? Or he got drafted after? He might have got drafted after. No, yeah, he might have got drafted after. I know Chris Jaworski was. But I thought they got 2 out of that draft, Indiana. Oh, they did get 2. They got Chris Jaworski and they got Obi Toppin. Yeah, they did get 2.
This is Lakers in every trade talk, regardless. That's the Knicks too. All the major cities.
Yeah,
always in talks for trades. This is how it go.
Well, listen. I just don't understand why Lonzo's not in the league, man. That kind of bothers me because he was healthy in Cleveland, right? Lonzo Ball. Zo2. He was healthy in Cleveland. Why nobody picked him up?
Who?
Zo.
Yeah, that is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Dex. I'm scared. I hope everything work out because listen, nobody's a bigger Lonzo fan than me and several other people. But listen, man, I'm not ready for him to be a full-time podcaster. I'm not.
Nah, it don't look right to me. I'm not comfortable with that either.
Me neither. I'm not. I'm sorry, man. You know, I don't care, man. I want to see Lonzo on the floor, man. He's too young, for this.
You think they trying to punish him because he didn't want to play with Utah?
No, I don't even think it was Utah. I think if that was the only option, I think he would have gladly went to Utah.
It was the only option. He didn't want to play with them. He told Rich Paul, I ain't playing with them.
That's true.
How you gonna play with Utah? How you gonna play with Utah coming from Cleveland? I was just like, nah, man, I already did this with the Bulls.
Yeah, well,
man,
should do Utah. Go play on that young team and help them, and you maybe have an increased role.
Yeah, he rather sit out. He said, I'd rather sit out, get my $10 million.
Yeah. Utah, hey, there's no telling that he would have got all these minutes in Utah. Utah got guards too. So it's like, listen, it's the mindset with Lonzo. Lonzo want to be passive and not take his. He'll be backing up them dudes, and he'll be backing up them other dudes. Dudes aggressive and going looking for theirs. No
matter what team he played for.
Exactly. They got Keontae George. He going for his. You feel me? The other kid who went to Sierra Canyon with Bronny Collier, they going for theirs. So he'll be there backing them up, trying to. He got to go and eat.
I think Collier went to USC with Bronny.
Who?
I think Collier and Bronny was at USC together.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. I made a mistake. Pardon me. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. They were teammates. You are right.
Yeah.
But they got to get it together, man. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna pull back up tomorrow. This was a hell of a game tonight. We got the matchup, so we know who it is. This was some amazing takes. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's Flight Sports TV. It's a brand name, man. We've been doing this a long time, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? The credibility here is immense. You understand? Again, just because we're not on here popping our collars, we're not on here getting boisterous, we're not out here making crazy posts, we're not running around wilding out. But we got a lot of things, percolating, and we've done a lot of things in this community. We planted our flag 10 times over. You understand? Listen, man, we're going to be bringing the content to you. We're going to continue to elevate our games. The playoffs is here. Expect elevated takes, expect elevated, level of content. You understand? When you listen and hear the Flight Sports TV. We are some of the best content creators in the world. We're some of the best basketball minds in the world, and we're going to continue to bring you that good shit. Dex, you got anything to add?
Yes, sir. Let the drums roll.
Exactly.
Flight Sports TV, baby. Yes. Let's hit those like buttons, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell.
Yes, we're going to be back with y'all tomorrow, man. It's Flight Sports. We're going to get you buckled up and ready for this game. Just listen, get excited. Let's get in the comments. The show don't stop, y'all. Let's get in the comment section and let's talk. We're going to answer you. It's Flight Sports TV. Get all your questions, get all your comments, ready for tomorrow as we get you ready, and we're going to buckle down and break this thing down player by player, coach by coach. Team by team. We about in terms of Orlando and Charlotte. We're gonna give you every critical detail, and Lord knows who might be with us. It's Flight Sports TV. Who knows might show up around here. Lord knows who might pop up. Dex on the phone with a lot of powerful people. You understand? I'm on the phone with a lot of powerful people. You understand? And we're gonna be looking to bring it to the people. It's Flight Sports TV. Shout out Dex. Shout out Pope. Shout out Big Al. And shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to everybody that commented. We want to thank you. Flight
Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.